Thank you for all you have given me. My mind has clarity. No judgment is still stand strong through the fight of storm. Like X-Men, I still stay standing.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Let's see if we got all of this straight. Bow. Respect. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and let's rock out to the intro. I will be with you in a moment. I just want to make sure I got all my notes down right. Let's talk about a few things. Today, we're going to talk about exactly what the title says. Respect.
Watch me walk. I step out the sky in some scuffed up boots. Halo tucked low on the faded hood. Tattoo on my arm, say king of war. But I'm blessed every block that they praying I would. See halos and halos of smoke on the corner. Young ones gamble, they future for quarters. I'm part scripture, part shotgun warning, part quiet boy, part field sergeant in the morning. I talk peace, but I move like a storm. Country soul in the city reborn. Got angels posted on the tenement roof. Say the word once, they gon' circle the troop. Hey, I'm an angel in the brasses, walking like it's Sunday. Mud on my jeans, but I'm heaven on a Monday. Michael from the sticks, but I'm guarding every hallway. Country Papa Dane, king of war in the hallways, yeah. Got a Bible in my left, right hand full of scars. Turn pain into psalms and the busted street stars. If the devil won't smoke, tell him meet me out front. I'm an Indian in the hood and I don't ever run. Gold cross swinging on a Walmart chain. Still shine bright when it dance in the rain. Grandma praying over cornfield rows. Now I'm praying over kids with their face down low. Say stand up son, you ain't built to fall. You a lion in a cage, not a name on a wall. I done wrestled with demons in motel mirrors, so your nightmares never get near you. Got a drawl in my talk, got a limp in my stride. Cause I carried every sin that I couldn't let die. But I lay that down when I walk your block like Lord load me up with love, not shy. I'm an angel in the projects, walking like it's Sunday. Mud on my jeans, but I'm heaven on a Monday. Michael from the sticks, but I'm guarding every hallway. Country Papa Dane, king of war in the hallways, yeah. Got a Bible in my left, right hand full of scars. Turn pain into psalms on a bunch of street stars. If the devil won't smoke, tell him meet me out front. I'm an angel in the hood and I don't ever run. I hear every siren like a church bell ringing. Every cracked window like the choir still singing. Ooh. If you ever feel alone when the night turn cold, just know there's boots on the ground and a hand on your soul. I'm an angel in the projects, walking like it's Sunday. Blood on my jeans, but I'm heaven on a Monday. Michael from the sticks, but I'm guarding every hallway. Country Papa Dane, king of war in the hallways, yeah. Got a Bible in my left, right hand full of scars. Turn pain into songs on the busted street stars. If the devil won't smoke, tell him meet me out front. I'm an angel in the hood and I don't ever run.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute the whole time. So my bad. Let's go ahead once again. Let's do that again. Let's give it up for the host. All right, now that's something that I believe that a lot of us don't do enough. Why is that? Because for some strange reason, right? Just to kick it off, respect. Welcome, welcome back. How are you? How's your day going? And how's your headspace? Just in case nobody asked you. Now let's kick it off. Big up in yourself. Let's start there, right? Because the title is Hate, Hate, Hate. But I want to talk about big up in yourself. And why do you think, have you ever had this? If you talk down about yourself, right? I want you to think about this. If you actually say, nah, I ain't shit. I mean, I'm okay. All of a sudden, all these voices, all these people want to come out of nowhere and start telling you, no, you're so great. You're so wonderful. Let you yourself believe it first. Let you yourself come out and say, I'm great. I'm wonderful. People going to say, oh, look at this here full of himself. You ain't all that. Ain't it confusing? Because the last time I checked, I thought I was supposed to believe it first. I thought I was supposed to be the first one to know I am something. And then you all, as the audience, is supposed to see that I am something because you see that I know it within myself. Ain't that something? You're not supposed to compliment yourself. I am not supposed to sit up here and tell y'all I'm a great father. I'm a wonderful friend. I'm a decent human being. And I have a lot to offer. I'm being cocky if I say that. Why am I not allowed to say that about myself? But you're allowed to say it about me. But yet I know me better than you will ever know me. Have we not thought about this, right? I see you 1 second. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull you up, but just give me a finish. Let me get my little diatribe out. Let's get my little diatribe out, okay? What's this? Boom. What's going on, Riaz?
I'm doing good, though.
Good, good. Mashallah, it is Ramadan. Much respect to you. All right,
Thank
so
you.
let me go ahead and just finish up a little bit of what I'm saying right here, and then we can keep it going, right?
Okay, cool.
All right. So again, liking yourself, loving yourself, speaking highly of yourself. Why is that looked at as such a bad thing? Why are you considered arrogant and cocky? Because you have good things to say about yourself when nobody is supposed to know you better than you. How does that even work? How does that even begin to equate? But let me go ahead and get to the guests. Riaz, what do you have to say about that? Now, before you say anything, Riaz, I want you to speak calm. Don't be too slow. Have a pace and just let it flow. Just let it flow so that we can hear exactly what you're saying and decipher it. Okay, you got the floor, Riaz.
Okay. So I guess speaking highly of yourself is if you think positive, you get positive. You think negative, you think negative. And basically, the type of energy you think of yourself is actually how you're gonna feel and how you actually make yourself look too. So, took me till like 24 to basically realize that. Because I was searching for myself my whole life and I didn't know who I was. So only till 24 when actually I started to think this is who I really am now.
Okay. All right, well, so I want to go ahead and I want to get to these first because I have about 8 good questions. Y'all know me, my lives don't be no 3-4 hours, so you got to catch it while it's live. If not, catch the replay. It's all good. I get more value on the replay than I do actual live anyway. I don't know why, but that's just how it works. All right, so moving to the first one right here, right now that we done got past that part. Yes, I'm saying it. Big up yourself before anybody else feels like they got to do it for you. I don't need you to tell me the greatness that I consist of because I know myself and I know exactly what I consist of. I don't need you to tell me that shit. I should not have to wait for people to do it, because 9 times out of 10, people are actually not going to do it. People are going to, do y'all not realize how many great things about yourself people know that they never will tell you? They just won't say it. They know you consist of a certain glow, a certain aura, a certain light. They won't say shit. Nothing. They'll actually have you thinking you just everybody else. Whole time you are far from anything but average. But you got so much that's been built inside of you. That's a given. That was ordained. But you're not allowed to say that. You better let the world say it for you. So I'm supposed to let you all tell me who I am and what I consist of. And if there are qualities about myself that I consider to be of greatness, you will try to tear me down to tell me I'm full of myself, I'm cocky, I'm arrogant. No, I'm reassured, I'm ordained, I'm chosen. That's where all of that comes from. First one right here. Now, just let me get my soliloquy, Riaz. I'm gonna get to you. I promise I'm gonna get to you. I see you up here.
Okay.
Why do people hate on you? Right? Why do people hate on you? Or are they hating on themselves because of what they see in you? Why do people hate on you? Or are they really just hating on themselves because of what it is that they see that you consist of? My conclusion, honestly, is you can have some things that's worth hating, right? Like certain activities or certain things you may do. There are certain things I hate that people who I love do. That don't mean I'm hating on the person that I love. I just do not like the activity that they are indulging in at that moment. So why do people hate on you? I believe truly people hate on you simply because it's something inside of you they wish they had inside themselves. It's something. I don't know what that something is because I don't know you. You know you, at least you should. You're supposed to. It's something inside of you. It makes their skin crawl because they wish that they had that, or they've been trying to harness it, or they've been trying to figure it out. How is it that you know this? And that's where we can get the hate to come in. What do you have for that, Riaz?
Yeah, that is true though. The reason why some people actually feel like that though is because it's called evil eye for a reason though. Because that evil eye, they're projecting that energy onto other people because deep down inside they cannot bring themselves to basically look within themselves, because it's called looking in the mirror to face the demon within. And some people are not willing to address that though, basically, right? I can give examples as well, right? Somebody I know about, right? There's this guy, Young Spring. He used to be.
Slow down a little bit. Keep a pace.
Okay, so basically, I can give a specific example. Though this is Guy Young Spray. He's a podcaster, but was a former talented artist. But what happened to him was, though, 2018, there was an incident that happened to him. But instead of basically taking accountability, instead of he brought people there that shouldn't be there, right? And what he did was he blamed, Gigs for basically what happened. No, but Giggs was trying to put him on anyway, right? But because of that, right, he's got that street soldier mindset. And the way he thinks is, though, he, instead of taking accountability, he's gonna blame other people for how his fate turned out. He's mad that he's stuck in the UK on a podcast while his the guy he respected turned his enemy, is international, right? So the whole point, relating to this in a simplified way, is that instead of him looking within himself and saying, look, it's my mistake that I didn't turn out like that, and he's older doing this, all right? That's what he don't realize. So the whole point is, though, he did not look within himself and take an accountability. All he did was he blamed other people for how his fate turned out.
I got you. I got you, Riaz. Okay, okay. I'm gonna let you go ahead, Riaz. Listen, right, because this is something I really wanted to make sure I got my absolute message out to, right? So I'm gonna let you stay up
Mhm.
for the next question, but after this third one, I mean after the second one, I kind of want to do the show to myself. I just never want to be rude to my brothers and sisters, and I appreciate you coming up, okay? But this is one of those
Okay,
ones
cool.
I kind of want to do solo dolo, but I shouldn't have dropped the link at the same time. That's just the force of habit. So it ain't your fault. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and rock out with this next one. Communication, man. Communication. You know what I noticed about communication is that we rather not talk to, we rather talk about. I have a saying that goes, this is my saying that I have. It goes, talk to me, not about me. That's right. I don't know. One day I just picked up my phone. Somebody called and I was like, this is Smitty, talk to me, not about me. Right? When it comes to communication, we rather go off of our own inclinations. We would rather go off our own thought process more than anything. We like to go off no, we love to go off of what someone else said who you may like better. Look, just because you may like me better than somebody else, if I got up here and completely just spewed lies, if I just came up here and just completely just told all lies, then that right there is me talking about somebody. Why? Because I could have easily spoke to that person. You know how many times I've had to try to have conversations with people to get clarity, and they do not want to have the discussion as a man or a woman. They would rather go behind your back and just talk shit. Is this something I'm going through right now? No. Is this something that I've been through? Absolutely. If you live long enough, you've been through it. You've seen it. You know how it works. You know how that shit works, man. So when it comes to people wanting to communicate, unfortunately, we're in a day and age, like I said last night, we got all the information in front of us. We now have the information to where you can dox people. That's how far wide range the information is that we've been given. You can even dox people, right? But for some reason, we would still rather go off of what we think as opposed to go ahead and looking up information and or talking to the person themselves. And that is why my saying is, talk to me, not about me. Let me see what we got right here. Bam. Hold on. Respect to you, black man.
Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Welcome, Earth.
Okay.
Black man. Can you hear me? Am I too low?
No. You actually are coming through pretty good. You know what? I've been wondering how I sound this whole damn time. I'm glad that y'all can hear me. Go ahead and get your little piece in on that.
I just want to say that Smitty is dropping jewels straight out of the universe in the
And I'm
galaxy.
just getting started, bro. I'm just getting started, bro. Go ahead though.
And I just want to reiterate kind of off of what you said.
Okay.
That is absolutely right about communication. That is, sometimes it's nonverbal, but when we on these electrical devices, we have to be understandable to each other. So that's all I wanted to say. And I'm here, I'm listening, I'm trying to learn. So I'm Ignorant TV. I'm here to learn.
I actually
Salute, Riaz, salute.
I actually believe it or not, I appreciate that a lot more than what you think. Simply for the fact of we all have something to offer. And it's a shame how we cut off some of our own because of whatever stupid little petty reasons. And so for you to be here and to say, hey, bro, I just want to learn something. That's what I say all the time. Man, sometimes I just come up to the panel just to learn, just to kick it and cool it, bro. So I appreciate that. Much love. And that's really all it takes to make a panel something. That's really all it takes to make the show something. I can't make the show by myself. I do the show for you all so that we can interact, so I can bounce off of your thoughts as well. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the information. I'm just another man with some answers and some information. And I need my people too, man. So, all right, bet. Let's go ahead. Riaz, what did you want to say when it comes to communication and why people would rather talk about you as opposed to talk to you? What do you think that is?
Oh, okay. Communication is key, bro. So the reason why people would want to talk about you and not to you is because it's easier to talk about someone, no, than actually talk to the person, no. Because when you actually talk about, someone, you're actually, thinking what you're actually wanting. You basically you say whatever comes to mind, basically. But when you actually talk to someone, though, it actually takes longer, though, because you're actually thinking. Because it takes longer to think basically what you have to say to the person, or it's either straightforward like that.
Okay, okay. I like that. Cool beans. You know what? And Riaz, thank you for being nice and clear, nice and calm. I'm just trying to help assist you with something I've seen you struggle with on panels, and you're doing awesome. I just had to throw that out.
Okay,
You, mashallah,
thank
my
you.
brother. Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say though, thank you though for actually telling me though. I'd prefer you actually tell me though, so then I actually know how to actually do better though. So yeah, I got you.
Hey, Riaz, that's because of exactly what I just said. Here, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna say to you what I need to say. I'm not gonna go around town. Yeah, Riaz always coming up. He ain't got nothing to say. Even when he do say, he talk like a goddamn chipmunk and everything else. I'm not gonna do that shit. That does not benefit me nor you. It don't make me look better, and it don't make you look even worse. It's just it's just a fart in the universe. That's all it is. It's just a big ass wet fart in the universe. So it's better that I speak to you. It's better that I communicate with you than talk behind your back. It's better that I tell you exactly what I think when you speak than to keep on thinking it and then getting frustrated with you. That's all it is. It's basic communication, but you do it in a sense of which people can actually receive it. That's the main thing, making sure your message was delivered. Ignorant, I saw you come off mute. What you got? You got something real quick?
No, I was just gonna pause the wet booty pause.
I see. Everybody, that's ignorant. And when you talk around ignorant's always going to make you feel like always I gotta apply that pressure. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead. Let's move on to this next one, man. Do you think that those who have what you have, because see, this is the main thing I've always thought about that I find to be very interesting. Do you really believe that those who have what you have hate on you, or have you actually yourself come across people who have what you have more than you, and they still hate on you? Let's start with you, Riaz. Ignorant, you next.
Okay. Oh, okay. So basically, based on what you're saying as well, the reason why they feel that way is the type of energy they feel deep down inside. It's called evil eye for a reason, because it's one trait of it is jealousy. Despite they have more or they have less, or when they don't have anything, no, basically they're still gonna feel that type of way. It's because that's what they subconsciously feel deep down inside. They can tell themselves that they are good, they are great, they have everything, they're happy, all of that. But deep down inside, it's a subconscious thing. Consciously, they can tell themselves that, but what about deep down inside, something that they're not willing to address like that?
Okay. All right. All right. I got a portion of what you said, and I can get where you're coming from with that. I see the concept in which it is you speak from. Ignorant, what do you have to that when it comes to, do you really believe that people would not hate if we all had the same thing? And have you ever had an experience when somebody had more than you and they actually still hated on you?
Of course, brother. The way it works is The little man wants what you got because he ain't got stuff, shit. Can I say the S word? I say shit. So I make sure I can cuss.
You
The
can
little
say
man,
everything
he
except the F bomb. Apparently, that's what's going around town. Just try to stay from that. But I don't get. You can say bitch, shit, damn, ass, all of that. I don't care. Talk like a grown
how
good.
okay, how it works is the guy who ain't got shit, he want what you got. And the
Right,
guy who got all of the shit think you ain't shit because you ain't got what he got.
right.
And then he ain't got shit because it's the motherfucker way at the top of that. Like
Bomb,
nigga,
you good?
like
Hey,
like you work for me. So it's somebody up there who's like looking at him laughing.
mhm.
That's how it works. It's envy, jealousy, and the guy in the middle who is me, the ultimate, the godly, righteous man who don't even look at money as nothing. It's
That
like
ain't
a
my sound
it's
effect.
money is an object. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's a tool. It's to be utilized whenever I feel like it. Do what I please with it. It's nothing. It's like a girl that I call on the weekends or something. So, and that's how it works.
Wait,
And
wait, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, wait,
the
wait, wait.
people that
Hold
praise it
on, hold on. See, before you go too far, money is like the girl you call on the weekends.
for shit show, for shit show. That's
Hold on
that's
a minute.
offended.
So the
That's
way most
offended.
men have described money to be as like a tool.
That's what it is. That's the girl I call on the weekend. She's a tool. She gets it done. She has a job. She does the job right. She understands the assignment. She corrects the right instruments at the right angles to
Right.
appropriate the necessary delegation of the black man's universe.
Red
The
fish, blue
super
fish, knick knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone. Got you. I got you, Ignorant.
only the intellectual understand the words I
I
speak,
love it.
my
I love
brethren.
it. I love when my black people use words that they either know how to use in a sentence but can't spell, or they can spell it but they don't know how to use it in a sentence. I love that shit.
Your condescension is felt, my brother.
All right, y'all. So, Riaz, what do you think about that? Do you think those who have what you have would actually hate on you, right? And have you ever had a circumstance when you've been around a person who you clearly see has more than you and they still hate?
Oh, okay, good question. So the answer is yes, though, in general, of course, I have actually. Because it's either I've ever experienced it, yes. Because you know what it is, though, Brad? There's two sides to the brain, though. You have the conscious side and you have the subconscious side. Subconscious side is connected to the spiritual plane. So you just realize, though, when you're in your subconscious brain, no, you're basically, actually coming to realization, look, this world is temporary, the money's temporary, and I'm just living life to do the best as I can and to care, not just for myself but for others and do good because that's what God wants us to do. And the conscious brain is basically, the aspect of, like I have everything and I am basically, sometimes though when you actually tap too much into the word, you basically, go, into the ego part. So to summarize everything I'm saying though is you have two sides to your brain no basically conscious and the subconscious brain no and which one you tap in more and more is the that's how it is. So the people you're saying no that do that though are actually just consciously using that. They're using the conscious brain. They just focused on this world only, and no matter how much they have, less or more, they're gonna still have the same energy for you, no matter what, because you're thinking of something beyond this world, though.
Yeah, I got a simple way to put it too. Either you in on the game or you don't even know the game is even happening. That's how envy and jealousy and all that shit works. For you to be envious, you're not even in on the game. You don't know what the fuck is going on. And it's like the people who are jealous of those people who are just
Uh,
regular people. Those are like the people who are in on the game They're
Mm-hmm.
orchestrating it. They know what's going on. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Those are
I get
those are
what
ones that
you're saying.
they look down on regular people. If you think about it, like billionaires, millionaires, they look down on regular people, and then the regular people look down on people who not like them, who not regular.
Okay.
It's all about if you woke, if you know what's up, you're not even in it. Like you watching it.
Okay.
You know, that's where I'm at. I know I'm watching the game. I'm
Much respect.
watching the the pieces.
Okay.
I
Okay. So
digress.
I'm going to repeat. I'm going to repeat this again. You all did not give wrong answers. There's no such thing as a wrong answer to your view on something. Your view is your view, right? But I'm going to repeat it again. Do you think those who have what you have actually hate on you, right? And have you ever been in a circumstance where somebody has had more than you and still hated on you, right? Okay.
Yes.
You say
Yeah.
yes. That's specifically where I am with the question specifically. I appreciate the nuance, but I kind of want to stay really geared and focused on the actual question. All right. Now, you all both said yes. The experiences that I've had, and especially with myself, is people who are happy, people who are content, they only want to be around people who are of the same level. Most people who have it, they're not hanging with people that's below them, so they don't even have to hate on them. Most people who have it, they like, yeah, that's what's up. I'm now inspiring, or they hang out. People who have it still hang out with people who have more. Why? Because they want to continuously excel to that level. So, I mean, I'm just saying, y'all know me. Smitty don't bite his tongue.
So
When
so
y'all
would
say
that make them
yes,
jealous?
you believe. You say what?
Would that
Say it
make
again.
them then? Are they then jealous? You said they want to keep striving. You said they want what the people. That's what you.
No, no, no. I said, do you think those who have what you have? Look, watch this. Ignorant. Riaz has a Corvette. You have the latest version souped up of a Camaro, and I got a Porsche. When we all pull up to the parking lot at the car show, are we really hating on each other? Or are we not all going to get out the car and compliment each other's whip? Dang, your junk the baddest. Nah, shit, nigga, you got that wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got that kit that usually people who are around people who have it, the hate goes down a lot more, generally speaking. Now, you do have the classes of, you're always going to have those individuals. Now, this is what I would call the anomaly. That's the one off. The person who actually has it, but still wants more than everybody else. The person who actually has it, but still wants to try to shit on you because you don't have as much as them. First
But
of all,
isn't that normal?
around them for them to shit on you because they have more than you, and we know this is people. Go ahead, what you got, Ignorant? I know you're trying to get in there.
But no, isn't it normal though for people to be like, I got this, I got that, I got a bigger car than you, bigger that. Ain't that like what people do, right?
Watch this. Listen to what you just said. I have this, I have that, and you don't. The question,
That's what people do. That's what y'all do, right?
right. But the question is, do you think those who have what you have, not those who are above you? I'm not asking. Of course, we all know people gonna try to shit on you if you don't have what they have. Nigga, you broke. I got money. I can take trips. You can't. When you can do everything they can do, when you have basically everything for the most part that they have, nobody can, like, for example, nobody can shit on me about a home. I live in the DMV area in a 5.5 bedroom, 3-story house. You can't shit on me. I have what you have. You can't shit on me. You see
But I
what I'm
said
saying?
if he got 5 of those houses though, so he can shit on you now.
He has
See what I'm
what?
saying? If he has 5 of what you just said you have, now he can shit on you. That's what you're saying, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying because it's all about what is content. Listen, if his goal, see, now you're talking about a separate topic. You're talking about the goal. If his goal was to get 5 properties, and I guarantee you, with them 5 properties, some of them are Airbnbs, he's renting them out and everything else, right? At max, he may have 2 locations that's his. He got a home here and a home there that he go to. He or she, right? But the thing is that no, generally, if somebody has what you have, you're usually just in the same class as that person. Now, will there still be competition? Yes. Hate and competition are 2 different things. Will they still be trying to compete with you? Like, nah, I'm gonna get the newer. Nah, I'm gonna get the newer.
See, that's the same thing to me. That's the same thing as jealousy and envy. I can't be around niggas like that. I'm not trying to compete with no niggas. I can't be with I ain't that's and you look at it as competition. It ain't how the fuck is it competition when I'm just living my life. A nigga think I'm in competition with him. I done heard niggas say that to me and bitches. And I'm like, how the fuck can you think that? Like I don't my mind don't work that way. That's weird. Like I'm not in competition. Like how are we in we're living life. Like how the fuck am I in competition with you? I'm living my life. This is my movie. I'm not trying to up you like that's what I say. That's envy. That's all jealousy. All that shit go together, bro. When you said somebody got what you got, have they ever felt that? Yeah. Somebody had more. Yeah. That's all the same shit. Jealousy and envy don't got no pay grade on it. A motherfucker be poor. A motherfucker be rich. Motherfucker, that shit don't work, bro. I don't see, yeah, bro. This niggas with money who done told me stupid shit like that. Nigga think I'm competing. I'm not, hey, bro, I don't want no competition. Ain't none of that with me. And that's what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. So,
I
all
mean,
right, man.
because see, my main thing is this. The main The main concept of what I asked is, do you think those who have what you have will actually hate? As in, when you have happiness in yourself, let's just take it from a happiness perspective. Let's take it in a self-content perspective. Generally speaking, when you're self-content, like how you said the dude got 5 houses, what if my goal was to be able to just own one? I accomplished my goal. Thus, I have happiness. I love my yard. I love the woods in the back. I love the fact I got a 4-car driveway, 2-car garage. That shit's dope. I don't need all the extra stuff this other person needs. And so when we talking about hate, generally that's where that can come from, the hate, because you're now trying to compare your lifestyle to somebody else. Ignorant. The main thing I just said was somebody who has what you have, and then you extended it to who has more. That's why I said that's a whole different topic.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Rhea. Get in there too.
I
You
was
part
gonna
of the
say.
conversation.
Okay, sorry. The answer to the question is though basically is yeah, you have pride, you have the ego, and you have the jealousy and comparison. You know, when you add them all up together, you know, when you ask the question, the people who have, you know, the same amount as you and that type thing, when you ask that question, no, yes, the reason they, you know, they hate on each other is because of pride. Because you know when you have everything and when someone else has everything, they're both proud in they have the pride within themselves, right? And basically, when you actually meet somebody who's the same like that, the both pride though could actually collide with each other, and then they're gonna do the comparison game. Though, like first, of course they have pride, both have pride, and then it's like from competition, it becomes comparison, and then slowly over time, they hate and starts though because the pride and their ego basically has increased to a point where they feel that they're so good that it gets more than that.
Okay.
That's where the hate comes in, though, because you also have to add the pride element too, though.
Okay, the pride element. Ignorant, do you have anything to say behind what Riaz says, or how you feel about that?
I'm gonna be wholeheartedly honest. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but when Riaz speaks, it sounds like the lady off Charlie Brown. Womp 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 womp. So whoop de doo, wop boo wap the bam. Uh,
Ignorant,
thank
don't
you very, thank you
ignorant,
very much, Riaz. I appreciate
ignorant,
you.
ignorant. I don't like to mute people. I don't like to drop people, bro. I don't want to seem like that like petty supervisor, bro. So I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. Don't make fun of Riaz. Don't try to go on him. Leave him alone. He comes up and he does the best that he can with what he has to offer. And you know what you do, Ignorant? The exact same thing. You come up here and you only give what it is that you have to offer. You know how many people say the same thing about you? You probably just don't know it. So hold on. I saw you come off mute. Wait. So all I'm saying is that on this channel right here, I don't mind the shit talking or nothing, but I only don't mind the shit talking if somebody actually came for you. Now, if Riaz was saying something snarky and sly to what you had to say, I can understand why you would respond that way. But for you to just come out and the topic is hate, hate, hate. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's exactly what that just sound like. And I'm saying it on behalf of Riaz, just like I would say it on the behalf of you if somebody did the exact same thing to you, bro. That shit ain't cool. So let's not do that, Ignorant.
Okay.
Right?
Can I adjust what was? So you asked me,
Right.
hey, what do you?
I
What
absolutely can
you?
respond. Nigga, like I'm
You,
pushing people up.
you asked me, what do you think about what he just said? Right? So I'm gonna tell you. And what did I say? What did I say? What was the hate? That's what I want to know. Did I hate on him?
Yes. Okay.
Ah,
This. How about
no,
this?
I did. I
No.
told you what I heard.
Wait. I got you. You did not hate on him, but what you did do was, what you did do was you disrespected everything that man had to say from his heart, from his.
Riaz, did you feel disrespected? Because he do got a mouth that work. I don't know if you know that. Riaz,
Oh,
did you? Because you put words in his mouth now.
Ignorant.
Riaz, did you feel disrespected?
Just a little bit, but not too much, though. I get, you're just being yourself. At the same time, if I had to keep it real with you, though, bruh, I'll keep it real with you, right? I feel a little bit disrespect, but not too much. Though. If I had to be honest, though, with what he was, if I had to keep it honest, since I'm fasting, though, and I want to keep it real, though, man, I appreciate, what you were saying, though, bro. I appreciate that, Smith, for what you're saying. I kind of appreciate that. But when he asked me, though, right? What do I feel though? Him doing that. Like, look, I get he's being himself, but at the same time, I feel a little disrespect if I had to be honest with him.
Okay, so hold on. Listen, I need you to peep game, Ignorant, real quick. He said little because that's still the Riaz in him trying to remain humble and just calm, and he don't really want no smoke with nobody, bro. Let's just be for real. Riaz don't come up nowhere, want no smoke with nobody. But he did tell you that he did feel a form of disrespect. He just didn't tell you to the extent that it was. I'm going to speak for him. I know exactly what it is that he just said. You disrespected him. And you shouldn't do that. Ignorant. I allow everybody up on my panel, and I'm saying this for my audience, not necessarily to you. I'm speaking to my audience. Anybody who comes up here to my channel, you definitely are protected as long as you're respectful. Anybody come out their monkey ass mouth sideways to you, I'm gonna check that shit. Because I don't want nobody to feel like they need to be ran off from my channel. I got a hard enough time trying to get people to come up to the panel. And you think I'm gonna just let some bullshit go on when I finally do? No, sir. Okay, so I know you know what I'm saying right now, Ignorant. You still up here, it's all love. Let's go ahead, water under the bridge, and let's just keep that shit moving. All right?
Yeah, we gotta address the monkeys though. You said a monkey. Who's the monkey ass? You said what?
I said,
I heard monkey.
when you say shit out your monkey ass mouth, just like that, Just
Like
like
what?
that's literally what I said. When you say shit out your monkey ass mouth, because that's a saying. Like we're not gonna play on semantics and try to dissect every
No,
little.
listen. Let me say this. Let me say this. I said that I don't understand what he's saying. Everybody in the crowd don't understand what he's saying. So
No,
for
wait,
me
wait,
to
wait.
verbalize it and for you to take it as he's being disrespected, that's some fake shit because I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, because this motherfucker's from India or wherever that he's some type of prince of Egypt that motherfucker can't be honest with him because
It's
he
not about that.
protected by the fucking
Hold tight,
NAACP or some.
ignorant. Hold tight. It's not the fact that you were saying that you couldn't understand him. Riaz knows myself. You know, the very first thing I said before he even said anything, I said, make a pace, don't speak too fast, and just be concisive. I said that to him, but I said it out of love. When you turn around and say, I ain't really understand nothing he said because, it was womp, 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 Charlie Brown,
Okay,
that's
but listen, let me ask you a
where
question, Smitty.
the
Do
came
you
in.
go into a Spanish chat and you start talking and be like, hey, y'all don't understand me and get mad that the people don't fucking understand you? Make it
This,
make common sense.
that, that's,
Make it
that's,
make sense.
that's a non-equivalent. Non-equivalent because the fact is everybody up
That's
here.
what's happening here. And you're being like, because people don't understand this motherfucker, oh, we can't, that's hateful. Nah, that ain't hateful. That's being real.
All right, so let me say this real quick. One, first and foremost, I still have a topic, and I realize it's been derailed. But let's go ahead and go off the rails real quick and ride into the woods and crash in the trees, since that's what you want to do. Okay, let's go ahead and ride off the rails and crash in the trees, bruh. Specifically, what you said to him was disrespectful when you said he sounded like Charlie Brown's mother. First of all, to say any man sounds like somebody's mom is a disrespect to their masculinity and their manhood of
I
whatever.
said Charlie Brown teacher.
That was a woman too. Next. We all remember the show, sir. If you're old enough, his mom, womp, womp, womp. The teacher, womp, womp, womp. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, don't do that to that man.
Now you going semantics. Now you saying I'm calling him a woman. I'm
I'm
calling him a woman. No, I'm
directly.
talking about his communication. I'm
I'm
not saying he's a
direct-
woman. So no, you're wrong.
I can't listen. Let me tell you what took place. Let me tell you what just took place. I came up here and I wanted to have an actual real discussion about something that I believe is very prevalent within the spaces of not only the internet, but as well as people's real lives. Now, let's fast forward and let's go right here to this moment. Look at where we are. I still got questions we ain't even getting to because I got to go ahead and stop you from disrespecting other guests on the platform. Listen, let me tell you something. If anybody comes up to my channel, it's because I respect them enough to allow them on. And if I allow you on my platform, just like I did you equally, then I'm asking everybody to show folks respect. If Riaz came
All
out his,
right, my bad. My
if
bad.
Riaz came out his monkey ass mouth, you heard how I said that? If he came off his monkey ass
That
mouth,
monkey word. See, we don't play that. Why can't it just be a black man?
you know,
I ain't from no jungles in Africa.
we don't play them
So
games.
I
We
ain't
don't,
no monkey.
we don't play them games. So the fact is this, because I'm about to redirect my show, and if I gotta drop everybody to go ahead and get back to my topic and start this bitch all the way over, I will. Bruh, all I'm saying is that while we up here, I know you like to talk your shit, bruh. Name a panel out in this space you can't do that at. There are endless places where you can go and talk your shit, and get on people. Right here, I'm not going to say it's a safe place, but let's just say it's home base. It's home base. When you slide into here, that's home base. You can't be touched. As long as you not trying to disrespect nobody, you can't be touched. And I am somebody that will come out my monkey ass mouth and say, hey, bro, you need to cool that out. That person ain't do shit to you. See, I'm not somebody that sit back and just let people bully. I like to bully the bullies. And that's why I'm coming at you the way I'm coming at you, ignorant, because I feel like you were bully to him. So I'm gonna bully you, nigga. That's what I'm feeling right now. Don't try to bully nobody because I'm gonna bully you.
Ooh, I'm scared.
And that's how it goes. Simple. Very simple. Riaz, for
Yeah.
your own like whatever protection, so on and so forth. What I would like to say is I apologize if that happened to you. Forgive me.
It's okay. I forgive you though. It's okay. You know, it was just unexpected though, and I appreciate that though, man. I do forgive you though. It's not your fault though, bro. And I'm not mad at him neither though, you know.
So
There's no point.
briefly.
Because I'll be real with you though, I'm not mad though. Yeah.
Okay, good. And I know you're not Riaz. I'm
Yeah, because look, you wanna know why? Because I'm trying to actually I always think back to how, in our faith, how the prophet or how he basically treated other people and how they treated him though, right? Like for example, right, how the prophet was treated though, right? He was kind and he was honest and he was loyal to other people. And then you had people, despite him being so kind and so nice, and when he started to preach, those same people literally decided to go after him and the way they treated him. But despite that, though, he did not get mad. He literally thought about, like, he literally helped them out despite, how, they treated him. And he was so kind. And literally, despite that, those same people that literally treated him like that literally actually joined his side though, because his heart won't allow that. So I'm trying to live up to that.
all right. So hold on, ignorant. Everybody's welcome to my platform, bro. All right. We all know that Riaz has his let's say there are certain aspects of life he may be behind the eight ball. We don't go ahead and try to highlight that. What we do is we be respectful. I don't give a shit how ignorant you want to be about anything else. I'm glad you cammed up, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So what I'm saying to you is that if you come over here, bro, I'm not one of them channels that like to run people off, because I hate when I'm ran off from a channel for no dumbass reason, all because I was just speaking my mind. Don't do that to nobody else over here. Not yet. Listen, talk your shit, but please direct it to me because I can take it. Talk your shit, my nigga. Like, for real, go ahead, get your shit out. I pulled you back up for a reason. You got the floor.
Can you hear me?
You good to go?
I ain't really got nothing to say. Assalamu alaikum to Riaz.
If you can't say that, then turn around and disrespect. You say that, it better
That's
be.
what I just said. I ain't being disrespectful. So yeah,
Listen,
you
can't say.
can't stop me in the assalamu alaikum, man.
Hold on. I can't say, hey man, respect to you, black man, then turn right around and be like, fuck you, bitch. You sound stupid. I can't do that, bruh.
I ain't say that though. That's the crazy part.
But you did in so many words.
I didn't even get it out. Riaz.
Cause niggas know what it is, bruh. Come on now, bruh, you know Smitty, dog.
You gonna do me like that, Smitty? That's crazy.
Nah, it's gonna do you like that. Why you do
I
that?
ain't get it out. I ain't even get it out.
And like, nah. Riaz should be asking you, so you gonna do that like that to me? That's what Riaz should be asking you.
That's love. That's showing peace. That's peace. I'm saying peace to him. You on some bullshit.
Yes, man, he sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher. Womp.
That's
That's not
old. We move past that.
all right. No, but no. We're good on that. I'm just saying you came up and I said you got the floor and you reiterated what I thought we were already past.
Oh, I did. I said. I
What was
told
the
him.
first thing you said when you came up? Let me see if you remember.
I said, Riaz, my bad, I didn't mean to offend you. Assalamu alaikum.
Nigga, here.
Okay.
You know,
Marcus,
yeah.
and look, it's all right though, bro.
Yo,
I
go,
forgive
go,
though.
go.
I
We're
let
gonna
it
let
go though, bro. Now we can get back to the topic though. But look, I appreciate you. It's not no offense was taken. No, I get you were just being yourself. But at the same time, no, I did let you know how I felt. But at the same time, it's so good at the end of the day. Now I think we can get back to the topic because that's just what we should do though. That's the best we could do though right now. I think that's the best idea. Let's get back to the topic.
There we go. All right. So we was on the last one we was on is, do you think those who have what you have would actually hate on you? Right? That's the last place we were at. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Next one right here, read. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in order. We're gonna go Ignat, then Riaz on this one, because Riaz, you answered first on the last one. All right, so Ignat, starting off with you. What is inside of people? No. Okay. What is it inside of you that other people find to be cringy when it comes to the good? Like, you ever known that you got a certain quality in yourself? It's just something about you. And for some reason, people just want to like hate on you. Have you ever experienced that? What you got for that, Ignat?
For me personally, it's just because I've been a loner and like how I move. People always like me and like how I move, and they want to fuck with me, and I don't like fucking with people. So in my lifetime, that's been one of the incidences where people didn't like me because of that. Because like, damn, he don't fuck with nobody. That's been my incident.
I see. Okay. Shout out to Harmonize 78 in the building. Forgive me, love. It's small on my phone. Shout out to Harmonize, y'all. She says, what is the topic? We're talking about hate and why do people do it? What is it inside them? What is it inside you? What is it inside of all of us that makes people hate on success? So that's primarily what we're talking about, beloved. Riaz, I'm gonna just reiterate the question real quick. What is it inside of you personally that you find to be that what is it inside of you that people find your good news to be cringy? Like, why don't people like to hear about your good news? Riaz, you there? Okay, maybe he stepped off. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah,
fill in.
you're right though. It's like my success. They've always been like, why he won't fuck with me? He always
Yep.
got shit going, and they don't like that about me. Like, yeah, ugly, I always got a beautiful woman. I'm always in something nice. So it's like, it's just, how it be.
Right. So me thinking about it, what is it inside of you that other people, what I believe it is this. What's inside of me that other people wish that they can obtain is my lack of I don't give a shit. I actually know how to not hold a grudge. I actually know how to be like, all right, we had our little words. I mean, whatever. And people be real baffled by that. I think people are baffled by the fact that I'm able to bounce back, is what I'm saying. I don't hold too much of any kind of grudge towards anybody. I just keep moving on. But the reason why I'm able to is because I actually have a life. I actually have things going on in my life where I can really actually be like, man, I don't even care about that. I got a plan for this next week. I got this coming up. I got that coming up. I got to show up for this event. I have no problems with just saying, I don't care what you got to say. Riaz, I see you're back. Go ahead, get you on the floor. So, Riaz, what is it inside of you that other people find your good news to be cringy? What is it about that people find cringy considering it's good?
Wait, the what people might find cringy is I don't hold a grudge. Two, because I'm positive, because my endless positive energy, basically. Because I'm kind and I'm basically got positive energy. And some people, it's hard for them to stomach that though, because some people, right? They go through something. Of course, I go through stuff, and I have.
Riyadh, slow down. Slow,
Okay, so I
go ahead.
meant to say is the two basic equalities that affect people, find cringy is how positive I am
Mhm.
and how I don't hold a grudge.
I like that. I like that. Okay, okay, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's go ahead to this next one right here. Riaz, you get the answer on this one first. Ignat, you got it right after Riaz. Riaz, remember, speak with the pace. You got it. You got it. All right, here we go. Uh, have our expectations of life shrunk or is it higher? So, do you think people have higher expectation nowadays, or do you think people have lower expectation nowadays, and why?
Oh, okay, good question. I think the answer to the question is it varies though. Actually, some people have really high expectations though, and some people have really low expectations or have no
Riyadh.
expectations because of the high expectations.
No, 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 no. Riyadh. In the exact sequence in which the question was asked. I'm not trying to, I'm just putting you on, you in here with the men. So it is what it is. Look, I'm talking about specifically overall. If we was to say majority or minority, all right, when it comes to expectations, do you believe us as people have raised our expectations overall or have we dropped them?
I think we raised them now, basically. And if you ask me, in my opinion, though, the answer to that is I feel like we've raised it though, because how like we've raised the expectation. We're living longer, and some people, how we basically want to plan and how our life is going, and we think too much about how is this gonna go this way and how it's gonna go that way. I think we raise it too high though, to the point that some people don't really want to have any expectation at all, but majority don't want raise their expectations though, to be honest. Since the day they were born, the expectations placed on them since they were born.
I like that. Okay. So basically, your answer is human expectation of today has been raised.
Yep.
Okay. Ignorant, what you got, bruh? Have we raised our expectation as people or have we lowered them? Let me see. Is Ignorant here? Is Ignorant here?
I'm here. You said the low
Sure.
expectation.
Sure. All right. What you
No,
got?
it's no expectations. Honestly, can you hear me?
Yeah, nah, you good. Talk about it.
It's no expectations. Honestly, gang. We don't really, and we need that. We need expectations. We don't put none on each other.
Mm, mm. I must say that my answer to end it off on that one is right around where you guys, I mean right around where you are, Ignorant. Riaz, I definitely disagree. Expectations are way lower. Like even down to when we talk about products that we buy, it's a reason why Hostess cupcakes don't taste the way they used to. Listen, expectations are awful way low. Relationship wise, what it is we choose to accept from businesses. I mean, you name it. Like we have totally lowered our expectations. And I don't believe that has anything to do necessarily with the expectation, more so than the individual themselves. When you have low standards for yourself, you're not going to have high standards for society. Saying it again, when you have low expectations for yourself, you will not have high expectations for society.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense though, actually.
See what I'm
Wait,
saying?
no,
No, no,
yeah.
I'm listen, Riaz, for the record, you did not say nothing wrong. I just don't agree. And that's okay. You see what I'm
No,
saying?
but I get you. Wait, I was just trying to say though, basically, I understand where you're coming from. I get you disagree though, and that's understandable. I was just saying though, basically, right, that I I understand the way you're coming from in a way, because that is true though as well. But also the only reason why I think it's like a high
Slow
expectation too though is
down,
because the anxiety rate.
slow down, slow down. I want to
Okay,
cap. I want to cap.
okay. So what I was trying to say is the reason why I was putting an aspect of high expectation is the anxiety rate nowadays though, right, man, has increased a lot. Like literally a lot of people actually suffer with it.
That's because
Okay.
they soft. They soft, man. That's because there's no expectation on them. Their whole life. There's no pressure. There's no you can't make diamonds without pressure. And a lot of these dudes, they soft. They got anxiety. Their mama's giving them anxiety meds since they was 4 years old because he's so timid. We gotta protect little Tony. He's so timid and soft, and it's ruining these men for real.
Okay. Hold on. So let's just take it to a relationship aspect briefly while we're on this question. Do you believe that men and women, Ignat, have lowered their expectations when it comes to what they expect in a companion? Or do you think that it's more on one side than the other? So have men lowered their expectation more than women? Have women lowered their expectation more than men? Or is it equal on both sides of the gender?
It's definitely men have lowered their expectation. We understand that we have to take, it's going to be ebbs and flows. And if you want a bad woman, a beautiful woman, she might have a bad attitude. There's not everything's not going to be perfect. You want a ugly woman, she's going to have a perfect attitude, but her feet might stink. It could be anything. So it's really about what you willing to take. What is you willing to not take, and what are you willing to go for? So yeah, there's no perfect out here.
Riaz, you
No,
got anything for that real quick?
Okay, so could you actually reiterate the question just like I can actually give you the answer though?
Men
I was
lowered
listening.
expectations more, women lowered their expectations more, or is it equal around the board that just people in general have lower expectations when it comes to a relationship?
I say it's equal. I say it's equal on both ends though, in my opinion though. I say it's equal on both ends though, basically though,
In the era of boss chicks,
why though, Riaz? Why do you think so?
because why do I think that though? Because it's the type of energy, it's the type of vibe or energy. I'm thinking more of a spiritual type thing though, in the way I see it though.
okay.
But they,
Okay.
but
No, no.
they
He said that's the way he sees it, though. I mean, you can say what you want,
let,
Ignite.
let me give them some pushback. Let me get some pushback. So
I
we say in the relationship aspect, they lowered what they're willing to. You understand? They lowered that. You think women have done that? So they lowered their expectation for their relationship. You think they're doing that for men, or is the man doing that for the woman?
I'd say can't. No, there's some that do, but at the same time, though, it's mostly the men who do it though. But that's why I say it's for both. But I see where you're getting at though.
How do women do it?
Wait, some is it out of desperate? Some is it like, the reason I say both because both is like it's out of desperation. The fear of being alone.
Okay, so you saying desperate women lower their expectations, but it's not common for most women, right?
No, it's not common for most, but it can be though actually.
mm, yeah,
Yeah, but I have
Uh,
to say, desperate men do that too, though. That's why I was saying, it's not just what you're saying, though. I was saying it's also the men too, though. The men who are really desperate are also the same.
real quick, while y'all talking, Almond Eye 78 says, The low level stuff that passes as success makes my head hurt. If you don't mind, beloved, could you give me a little bit more elaboration on that? Just so I can go ahead and get what you're saying. I'll pull it up on the screen once you're done. Thank you. Take your time. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's talking about having a diploma, a degree, but having no substance, not having a heart, not being a person with any type of moral, intellectual
Right.
foundation at all. You know, these women, they look at money and having things and materials. It means that's why they're so fecal. That's why they're so easily manipulated, because they're stupid. They think like squirrels. They look at shiny things and they want to come touch it, and it's so, you know, that's why we cannot progress in that type of way when he say who's going to take more, who's going to receive less. It's always going to be the men, because women's minds have not evolved.
Ignorant. Ignorant. Oh boy. Oh.
Did I lie?
Ignorant. First and foremost, when you because you said they're like squirrels that like to touch shiny things. Actually, squirrels pick up everything that is the dullest of color of nature, like acorns brown. Anyway, look,
Cat.
we cannot say in any form of fashion that like it's a difference between men and women on that, because we are the same group of men who would turn around and say, who are all these men being raised by nowadays? Follow me. I know you with me though. So
Fecal minds.
hold on. Since our generation and even beyond, if we're saying that all these men are being raised by women, then the whole men are logical and women are not. No, he probably thinks like his mama. And if you're going to say his mama's not logical, then don't you dare say that man is. Do you see where I just went with that? See,
I agree.
it's a circle jerk.
No, I agree. You're absolutely right. If he thinks like his mother, most likely he's going to be illogical, and that
Oh,
shows in every aspect in daily life.
wait. But what you said was women are illogical. Who would? Okay, so back.
Bingo,
So,
and then
so these women don't have sons.
yes, and their sons think illogical. You're absolutely correct.
That's all I just wanted to get at real quick. That's all, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Both sides equal. I'm just saying, as far as like when we get to the whole gender stuff, like, because I make it very clear I'm not with that, right? So it's like, okay, bet we always want to say women are illogical, but then we'll turn around in the same breath and say most of these men were raised by who? They mama. So what the hell are they?
Illogical.
Anyway, my man. Let me see what they say right here. Smitty, in what ways do you believe women protect men from ourselves? In what ways do women protect? In what ways do you believe women protect men from ourselves? The best example that I can give you from what I know is not allowing us to go too far off into our own heads because we don't have a purpose. Watch. There is a form of which women can save us from ourselves, because a man's most dangerous and most biggest nemesis is himself. When you have a woman in your life, you got a sense of purpose. You got somebody to do things for. You have somebody that you can actually, you know what I'm saying, protect, the whole nine. They say we're providers and protectors. They save us from ourselves, because when we don't have someone to provide or protect for, we go crazy usually. That's when we start flipping out into the extra of life. So that's the only way that I can say that a woman does, like me and personally, I'm protected from the simple fact when you have somebody to do something for, when you have somebody that you actually want to see you do good and you continuously excel yourself, that will be the one form in which I say protection comes in. Because to land it, we keep thinking protection is a physical thing. Do you know how men protect their women and their children and families from harm? The very first thing before you get to the fist or the gun is your decision making. You see? So protection comes in all forms. It's not just what you can fight off physically. No, it's about the decisions you make before you even have to fight off anything. I'm going to do prevention is better than the cure. And with
Mm-hmm.
that said, I digress. My mic is muted. You got anything
Okay.
ignorant or whatever?
Oh, you want to
Ignorant,
read us? I'm
you
here. You want me to go?
either one of y'all, whoever jump in there first got the floor, god dang
Well,
it.
I'll have a go and then I'll pass it over. So to basically build off what you're also saying, is it also the woman also protects the man from his own desires? Or because when she's around, basically makes him actually think about what type of desires. Like we have desires, though both have desires, though, right? And basically, with the man as well, he has the desires, though, and when he's when he said though something about his own worst enemy is himself, which is also true too, though, because once he actually when he actually goes within that, though, basically I think he basically caves into his desires, though, uncontrollably. And when he has a woman, basically she's there to basically in a way taps into that part of his mind. When he has one, it taps into a part of his mind where he actually,
Rigas,
thinks things
Rigas,
through.
Rigas, I want you to start over. I want you to try your best to put it in.
Please don't start over.
Get off. I want you to start over. I want you to put it in a nutshell, and I want you to take your time. We got
Okay.
it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So
Mhm.
basically, in summary, what I was trying to say is basically she is there to protect him from his desires. Because when you said something about a man's worst enemy is himself, that is because he is actually, in his, he's in full desire mode because he allowed himself to be consumed by the desire of what he's interested in, right? Like
Right.
whatever desire he's into, that's what I was saying, though, the desire the man is into, though, that, that's what I was trying to build off what you were saying, though.
I
So
got that
she is both.
better though. No, I just want to let you know that second version, I was able to hear that a lot better. So your message,
Okay,
I appreciate it. Ignorant, go
you're
ahead with
welcome.
responding to anything that Riaz just said. Your thoughts on it.
I wanted to respond to what you said about what we was talking about, and I want to say, fellas, can you hear me?
Yeah. You coming
Y'all
through,
Yes.
please?
gotta hear this. Y'all gotta hear this. Women are the reason that y'all are weak. That she's prolonging you becoming a man. You need to be thrown in the wild, and we need to see if you're gonna eat or you're gonna be eaten. That's the only way you could come back into this world, and we'll take care of you. But women are like the water park. We don't want to live at the water park. We just want to go there every other weekend. Okay, it's not that serious. That's like they're nothing. That's like a luxury. But they're gonna hold up your progress if you hold women at the top tier of your life. If getting a woman and being with a good woman is the whole thing and it's gonna make you a good man, that's bullshit. You need to get out here and you need to get thumped upside the head so you can get some toughness on your ass. So you can create. Men need to be building, creating, getting callous on their hands, breaking your fucking back respectfully, and getting out here and getting to it. Women are a weekend thing. They're nothing. We don't even worry about women.
Can we can we go back? Somebody needs both of y'all. There it is, it's ignorant. Okay. Ignorant, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that when you first came up to my panels, and it was nice to meet you, sir. Still is a pleasure. You were saying something about you got like 6 wives or 6 girlfriends, or you got 6 junks. However you want to put it. We call them junks. Like that's just somebody I'm dealing with. And now you saying just one woman is what makes men weak. So I'm asking you this question, Ignorant, and you can come off mute when I'm done. What exactly were you when you had those 6 women that you said you had all at once? You said you had 6 wives because you believe in having 6 wives. Ignorant? Okay. All right. His mic is on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You just went back on mute, bro. I'm looking at the screen. You're on mute. There you go. You're all. Now he's back on mute. Okay. All right. So we're
Can
gonna
you hear
move.
me now?
Listen, bro. Don't keep asking me
You
that.
like glitching. You glitching out.
He said I'm glitching out.
Yeah, Riaz, you can hear me, right?
I hear you though, man. I hear you.
Can
Okay.
you see Smitty glitch? Okay. Did you hear what did you hear anything I was saying?
I heard everything you said.
Okay, my shit started glitching out, it seemed like. But yeah, I believe we gotta just focus on that, you know? Just getting better strength wise, that's first, you know, and then eat and then focus on that paper, you know. So fellas, that's what y'all need to focus on for real. Ain't
Can
no force.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, back. Go on mute. Okay, okay, back. Nah, real quick. If y'all don't mind, we don't do the ones over here. If you are in a chat, I don't care if it's just one person. Can you push 7? Push 7 in the chat if you can hear all of us clearly. I want to make sure the show is still running smooth. So please, just real quick, just take a quick second, type 7 in the chat if you can hear all of us clearly. Thank you. I'm gonna get out a quick second. Let me look at what we got right here. That okay. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. So yeah, Ignorant, it might be something on your end. Might be something on your end. All right. So I was asking you this question, Ignorant. You said that you had like 6 wives. You said one woman makes a nigga weak. Okay. So what were you during the time that you had those 6 wives? It's my question.
Can I elaborate?
You absolutely can. You got the floor. That's so long as
Okay.
yeah, we can hear you too. We can hear you.
Okay, I believe any man who wants to be a one woman is a coward because you're so soft and weak that you cannot support the community. I believe men are supposed to support their communities, not just yourself and your one girl. That's weak stuff. That's for weak men. So when yes, 6, 7, sometimes 13. There's a lot of women. Yes, a part of my community, and they give me my seed. They seed my children, and they are in my community. This is what you're supposed to do in the world as men. We're not here to be with one woman. That's for cowards. That's for weak men. You understand? That's my ideology, and that's supposed to be the ideology of all real men because you're a man. You wasn't sent here to believe a white man's ideology of monogamism and be with one woman and give her a diamond ring and a big house and put her in the house and just leave her in the house and you go to work all day and you ain't got no. Nah, that's weak. Like, we have to be thinkers. God has given us the brain to think. Critical thinking is at an all-time low within the community of brothers. They are brainwashed. and they believe the system and what it has taught their father and his mother and their mother. So I will not live in a brainwashed world knowing the truth. I digress.
So let me okay, I bet. Reads back. His mic is muted. Reads back. So ignorant. Question to you. All right. So it's a two-part question. One, do you believe that most men can afford one woman, first and foremost? Let me ask you that. That's enough.
Yes.
Most men today can afford more than one woman.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, when it comes to what you just said as far as supporting your community. So what you're saying is that the only way to support the community, you said the only way to support the community is to have more women. So if you don't have enough women, then there's no way for you to support the community.
Yes, you're not putting into the community. You're actually taking away because you're hoarding your resources. You're getting a woman. You're having her having 3 kids in one house. That's what people do. That's what Americans we're taught. We're taught. I'm
What
gonna
if
digress.
ignorant? What if the what if the instability is funds? And what if the stability is STDs? And what if the instability is somewhere comfortable to actually place these children? Because
Mm,
is when you saying you got a bunch of women, you have to be able to provide for and take care of, right?
yeah. Wait, can I say something? I was gonna say something about, well, like, I'm only allowed to marry four, in order to marry four, I have to be realistic, though, right? First, I have to have 4 or 5 homes. Then I have to basically do justice between them, though. I have to give them. I have to treat them all equally, And I also have to basically provide for them. And if I have kids as well, though, I have to provide for them too, though. So that's like, imagine how many kids you have that. And pretty much, of course, they could help out if they want, but realistically, though, right now, can only do
Yes,
one
yes.
wife. However, but I'm open to the possibility of 4 wife if I wanted to first, or when I get married, though, we'll see if I can handle one or not.
Okay, so
Can I
what?
can I make one statement?
Yes, real quick. I just wanted to respond because Riaz said something very
Okay.
important.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it real quick. The king, it was a king back in the day. He made a statement. He said, "The weak shall doubt, and the kings shall move without." Digress.
All right, bet you said something that kind of rhymed and sound catchy. Okay, so let me ask you this. What discernment did you get from that? Break that down to us. Don't just tell us a catchy quote. Break it
Okay,
down,
but what
please.
it what it, what it
Me.
meant was okay. I'm gonna break it down for you. What it mean is weak men shall doubt everything. Kings shall move without doubt upon this earth. You understand? Everything you guys said was doubt. Doubt, doubt, doubt.
Right.
No, you have to do this and cry about this in the pantry. No, kings don't move like that. We make stuff happen and we get it done. You understand? If there's a task, we're gonna get our hands dirty. It doesn't matter. With all of the stuff y'all said was doubt. That's what that means.
Okay. All right. So there's a difference between doubt and all right. So for example, if me and you and Riaz walk to an edge of a cliff and it's hundreds of feet below, and I say, don't have doubt, just jump off. No parachute, no nothing, no wingsuit, just jump off and you will fly. If you and Riaz decide not to jump off the cliff, am I really telling you that you don't have doubt? Or are you using your discernment and knowledge of what gravity consists of? So when you say it's doubt, I get how you tried it to word that ignorant, not on par though, not on par. Because to not do something that you know will be a failure is the discernment as opposed to trying to cure something. Halfway on the way down, I have to think quickly on how to cure the fact I'm about to splat on rocks at the bottom. Okay? Instead of me trying to figure out how to cure that, my dumb ass is not going to jump off the cliff.
Okay, can we both conclude that doubt and discernment are two different words? We both can conclude that intellectually speaking, we know that. So for you to play these word semantics and know that
Yes.
discernment.
Hold on. Real quick. Yes, and I'm gonna give you the floor back. Yes, we can, but you can't make statements that conflate it. You just conflated it, and then you're
That's
trying to
what
tell
you
me
did.
now. Ignorant. Come on, ignorant. Come on, ignorant. We got to get this straight before we get back to the rest of these questions. But come on, ignorant. Seriously. You cannot conflate. That's why I made sure I separated it. I gave the example that I gave specifically because I heard clear as day, you're conflating. And you can't do that. That's all I'm saying. And then expect for me to give you some form of like logical answer based upon like, all right, so I'm just saying, like, when the gas don't mix with the water, what do you do? Nigga, I don't mix them. I don't mix them. When the oil don't mix, I meant to say oil, y'all. My bad, I say gas. When the oil don't mix with the water, I just don't mix it, bruh. That's what I don't do. It's simple. So don't conflate. You can't make an example like that and think I'm supposed to be like, oh, okay. Nah, that don't work that way. Do you have anything else to rebuttal to that before we get back to the questions?
Did you disagree? What about it? That's all I wanted to know, and we can move on. You disagree with the part of what I said about them not having doubt, putting doubt into what I said. Like what I said, everything I said was of me, and all I heard back in the retort was doubt, and that's why I brought up the quote from an old king that stated, "Men and kings move without doubt." Understand?
All right,
That's all it was.
hold on. They move without doubt.
It said that
Wait a minute.
let me
Do you
rephrase.
probably move without doubt? Because
Hold on.
they've really taken the time to go ahead and quantify every single thing, every step that's going to take place before, let's say, they go into battle. They're not going to put themselves in what would be considered an impossible situation. You're literally saying it.
Now let me rephrase. It was that it said
And I
men
hold.
moving.
Read this comment first. Let me read this comment. So Arminize 78 says, stop playing with that. You see what happens. Hold on. Stop playing with that. You see what happens. You see what you see what happened to the sister wives once they got under the same roof. Boom. Go ahead. What you got to say though?
More doubt that cannot be spewed upon a king. You understand?
All right. So what does this say right here? All kings weren't good kings, and that is an absolute fact. You ever heard of King Henry the Eighth?
Yes, that's like saying all sunflowers aren't yellow sunflowers. It's just a non-essential statement that means nothing. It's like jibber jabber, respectfully.
Ignorant. Please don't. Please don't. Listen, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me go ahead and break that. You do realize that when it comes to kings, that you have kings that were considered to be tyrants, and you have kings that were well loved throughout the region, throughout the kingdom. You do realize that, right? You do realize that there were kings who did big things, right? You do realize that there were pharaohs who might have been good to the people, and there were pharaohs who were tyrants to the people. There are emperors who were very much so pleasing to the people and vice versa and everything else, right? You do realize that, right?
Sure.
Why do you realize that? What is the number one indication that lets you know that there were good kings and bad kings? What is that exactly?
What does that have to do with what's going on right now?
With it, because what I'm saying is that when you recognize the answer to that is, I'll give it to you since you said you didn't know. The answer is that when you know that there are good people, or for the sake of those who are biblical, they don't like.
It's a non-essential nuance. That's all it is.
Hold on. I got you. When you have decent folks and when you have those who are terrorists of the community, there's a difference. That same person who is of a benefit and an asset to his community can become king or queen. That same person who is of a nuisance and a tyrant of the community can become king or queen. So when I asked you that, I'm asking you that in the sense of, do you believe that there were good kings and bad kings? Why? Because there are good people and bad people. That's not even something to even try to like question. You see where I'm at now? So yes, that is how that can work. Now, we're going to get back to the topics, okay? We're going to get back to the topics. What I need to do, just for one quick second, I'm going to say, please, if you don't mind, give me just 30 seconds. That's it. Give me 30 seconds and let's go ahead and get back to it. Because I got the rest of these questions. Ignat, Riaz, I want you all to tell me what you think, all right? Go ahead, stick around. Listen. Oh, you say what now? You say what, Riaz?
I said, okay.
All right, bet that. We'll be back right after this quick commercial message.
I'm super fresh, feeling in my humble abode. I'm so fly, I'm so high. I've been all around the past. Modern J one time. I feel good, I'm so air. I walk for days just to the top. Yes, I'm the cream of the crop from that classy. Gentleman champagne sipping in my left hand. My life is humble as I watch the cookie crumble. Years I stumble, but I'm still moving, still grooving. Sharp shooter with a hard promo. Pen not too good at this rest of song. Like piss, watch flex my muscle and watch me prop my shit. Super flash, feeling in a humble guy. I so fly, I so high, been all around the past. I'm super fresh, feeling in my humble guy. I so fly, I'm so high, been all around the past.
All right. Thank you. That's all I needed. I just needed that real quick. I just needed that real quick. I appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and get back to these questions, man, because what we're here to talk about today is hate, hate, hate. Shout out to Ignat. I can't even say Ignat came up here to hate, hate, hate. Ignat came up here to just be ignorant because that's in his name, and that's just what he does. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to the family. So let's go ahead and get to it. Riaz, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, all right. Cool beans, cool beans. So let me go ahead and break this one down. Let me see. All right, so number 6. All right. Why do you think? Can you hear my TV, Riaz?
Yeah, no, I don't think I hear. I don't know.
Okay, I just want to make
You're
sure.
good.
All right, bet. Why do you think? Why do you think some people feel the need to bring others down that don't even know them? Like, let's really think about that, because that's something that I've also peeped throughout these spaces. I have come across so many people who have more hate for me who don't even live in the same state as me. Listen, I don't have people who live in Maryland. I'm in Maryland, PG. I don't have people here who have the same energy for people who are states, if not a country away. Why do you think some people feel the need to bring others down that they don't even know? What's your take on that, Riaz?
The answer to the question is the reason why they bring people bring others on, even though when they don't know them, is because it's projection. Because deep down inside, it's evil. It's the jealousy and ego, and basically the sense of who's better and stuff like that. And even if they don't know you, so basically, it's easier to in simple terms. Basically, it's easier to give that type of energy than that other thing basically. So, the reason not the only way I see it though. Because it's projection. Because they feel they're going through a hard time in their own life, right? But they don't know a person though. They just want to throw that same energy back. Because energy can be given and energy can be thrown back though, basically.
I like that right there. Riaz, I absolutely appreciate you coming up. I thank you for everything. I thank you for giving us your words.
You're
Um,
welcome.
yeah, man, and just always know that if anybody got your back, I
Okay.
got your back. And I got your back simply because I don't like when people mess with people who don't do nothing to nobody. I'm one of them. All right? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna drop you down because I want to kind of, finish out the rest of this show, really get my issue off
Okay,
on the
cool.
floor.
I got you though.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you though. It's all right.
All right, Izzy. I'ma holler at you. My man Rizzy Illy in the building, man. Y'all go ahead. Look at what he has to offer. He has a whole bunch of music he likes to promote. Y'all go ahead and check my man Ignorant TV out wherever you possibly can find him. I don't know. But yeah. So let's go ahead and finish this show out. Like real talk though. So to bring you down that don't even know you. It's because they don't know themselves and they don't know what it is they're tearing down. If they actually knew the true consistency of what it is that they consist of, then they wouldn't be that concerned. And that's why I even went back, like matter of fact, to take it back, you know what I'm saying? To the other question I asked, why do you feel like people who have what you have, like, do you think people who have what you have need to bring you down? Let's think about it. Do they? Do people who have what you have need to bring you down? Generally speaking, not. Why I need to take you down? I already got it. Most people who want to do that are the people who go ahead and say that that's what it is. So, moving to this one. Why do people project their own insecurities on others? Boy, I've been wondering that for a minute. Because people do project their own insecurities on you, right? So now that we're going to this one right here, why do you think some feel the need to bring down others that they don't even know? Like you have no clue of who I am. You ain't never met me. You ain't never been in a circumstance with me in which you could see how I truly operate under pressure. You don't know none of that. You just think that you know me because you've heard me speak on panels a few times. That's not how that works. That's not how life works. You don't know somebody just because you spoke to them on a panel a couple times. Matter of fact, let me help you out with this one. Even if you talk to them on the back end and they tell you stories, you still don't know them. Why? Because you don't know the people who do know them. There are so many things that they may not be even telling you that you don't even know. That you don't even know. You see where I'm at with that? So when it comes to people trying to bring you down and they don't even know you, honestly, I truly say to myself, it's because they don't have a clue of the own happiness that they have in their own lives. I ain't trying to sound like nothing. I'm just saying my is smooth. My life, I eat good. I pray 5 times a day and I love my life. I'm right there with it. The reason why when y'all see me, when I come up on panels, I don't come up off no hating stuff. I don't come up angry. You might have heard me snap real quick, but I guarantee you it was a reason as to why. I don't just go up on panels angry because I'm not angry before I came up on the panel. As a matter of fact, if I was upset, I wouldn't come up on the panel. I would wait till I'm in a better headspace. There have been many times that a panel was going on. I didn't come up because I didn't feel right. You smell me now? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So it's like, when I think about it, why do you think some feel the need to bring you down? I'm going to tell you right now, there's something inside of you that they wish they had. You don't even realize how many golden nuggets, how many gems and jewels you have inside of your own physical vessel. You don't even realize it. Because the pressure of the internet, and when you got so many people trying to bombard you with something that really is not true, because everybody's that saying everything they saying about you hasn't never even had a lunch with you. You've never sat down at a table with that person, but you have so much to say about that person. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's because it's a whole lot that they don't like in themselves. The more that you love exactly who you are, the more that you can just even dismiss whatever flaws somebody else has and just see them for the good that they have. Did you ever think about it that way? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe have. Moving along to the next one. Why do people project their own insecurities on others and resort to hating? Why do people project their own insecurities onto others and resort to hating? Well, the key factor is in the very first part of what was said. Why do people project their own insecurities? That's right there. Boom. That ain't even something I need to talk about. Number 7, I don't even need to talk about that too long. You're showing that you have insecurities within yourself. And with those insecurities, what you do is you go ahead and project it onto others. And you try to get the whole world to either feel how you feel or agree how you feel. And when that doesn't work out, you just start hating even more. Ain't that something? Moving along to number 8. Before we get ready to get up out of here, because it's about that time for me. Slowly but surely. We ain't leaving just yet, but we're getting closer to that time. In what ways has online contribute to people feeling like they gotta hate? In what ways has online contribute to people feeling like they gotta hate? How does it contribute? Perfection. Let's tap in. Perfection. In what ways has online contributed to people feeling like they gotta hate? Because everybody has to have the most perfect post, the most perfect dinner night date out, the most perfect, we're at this resort, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, my life is perfect. Entrepreneur, I can just go ahead and on you niggas and everything else. Optics. That's what's really messed a lot of things up. The optics in how we see things. You smell me now? Like, really think about it. The online has messed us up because we're always trying to compete with somebody else's life. You know, once upon a time, you just saw what was around you in your area, and all you did was compete with yourself to be able to maintain your status in that area. Now, we are trying to have like this grand, big, you know, the whole like couple goals and everything else. That's where this is coming from. So again, in what ways has online contributed to people feeling like they gotta hate? Of course you're gonna hate when you feel like my Instagram page ain't as grand as yours. Look at you. You had all these places with waterfalls in the background. You got all kind of trips. You got little shorts where you're just like on a flight, not feelings, you know, catching flights, not feelings, should I say. All of that. All of these things are going to be the reason why people feel like they gotta hate. That's why. It's because you're so busy looking at everybody else's life except your own. No. You're not looking at everybody else's life. You're looking at everything that people project to be happiness. There it is. There you go. You're looking at what everybody else projects to be happiness. And you're not even taking time to look around it. You got glory around you. And that's where the hate comes in. Oh shit. What? They was able to take a trip to Fiji during Christmas? Oh my God. I gotta go ahead and keep a what? You went and bought this, you purchased that. Man, focus on yourself. Why should you focus on yourself? Because there's so much that you have around you that you don't even take time to even pay attention to. You don't even take time to really pay attention. I got some dope ass shit around me. I'm really actually doing pretty damn good. My life, I like when I really take time and step outside of the internet, you know what happens? I realize I really don't want for nothing. The only reason why I feel like I want for more is because the internet told me I got to. The internet, social media, such and such is post and what they're doing on their vacation. That shit told me what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And whole T, that has nothing to do with your purpose. It has nothing to do with anything that consists of you. It's just some shit you want because you see it in a candy store. I mean, come on now, let's tap in, man. Let's tap in. So, I mean, if we was really to go down this list real quick, right? Let's go ahead and go down the list real quick and just kind of like reflect on some things before we get up out of here, right? So, so why do people hate on you? Or are they just hating on themselves? 9 times out of 10, anybody who hates on you, they hate themselves. End the message. If you're hating on me, it's because you hate you. Fix you. Stop focusing on what I got going on. Communication. We rather not talk. We rather talk about. Look, it's real simple. Talk to me, not about me. That's my saying. Hello, this is Smitty calling. This is Smitty. Who is this? Oh, okay. Talk to me, not about me. Point blank, period. All right. Do you think those who have what you have actually be hating? Generally speaking, there's not a lot of hate in my community. I've never heard one of my neighbors said, your yard is cut better than mine. Pete, I've never heard, you know what I'm saying, somebody at the local shopping center being like, look at all them groceries you got. They got them too. And stop playing. Okay? Do you think those who have what you have actually hate? It's hard to really get a gauge of that. You know what I'm saying? Going down the line, real brief, okay? What is it inside of you that people seem to want to hate on and cringe about? Your light. It's your light. It's what you have. It's your potential. It's the greatest parts of you normally won't be able to see. Only those who are viewing you will be able to see. Just like how the portrait is not for the painter, it's for the viewer. The painter doesn't really see the significance in the portrait. You know who really sees it? Those who view it and put it up in the museum. Right? Right? Have our expectations in life gone higher? Absolutely, it's gone absolutely to the shithole. People say their expectations are higher to try to sound like something, but at the end of it all, it's just really, we just accept whatever comes our way because we have been bred to thinking we're supposed to, and we're not. We're not. You're not supposed to just accept anything. You're not supposed to accept just any kind of service just because you live in a certain community. That's not how that's supposed to go. It's not. Right? And it's like this, right? Next one. Why do you think some feel the need to bring others down that they don't even know? It's simple. You hate the person that knows themselves when you don't know you. Simple. I know me, you don't know you. You still trying to figure you out. And I'm coming up here talking about all this confidence about how much I know myself. You can't stand that shit. And instead of you trying to hate on why I love myself, you should be focused on trying to figure out how to love you. Tap in. Right? Why do people project their own insecurities on others and resort to hating? Why do you project it? What else is there for you to project if you don't have love to give? I can't give you what I don't have. I don't have positivity in me. I'm speaking in general for those who act that way. I don't have that. The only thing that I have to give you is exactly what I feel tormented inside myself. And that's hate. That's all I got for you. And if I'm not going to hate on you, I'm never going to acknowledge anything that you're doing that could be of greatness or of a success. I'm never going to ever even let you know that I see, yo, you deserve one of these. I'm never going to give you that. You don't, because I know you deserve it, but if I don't feel like I'm getting it more than you or well over what it is that you get, then I don't even want to try to begin to give you anything I don't feel like I'm getting myself. And last but not least, right? In what ways has online contributed to people feeling like they have to hate? In what ways has it contributed? It contributes its factors on the sense of online has made it very clear this is not to be a safe place. You're not safe here. No one, not me. Like right now, I'm not safe. No one's safe. Right now, as I'm doing this live, I'm on the field. And when you're on the field, you can get tackled. That's just what that comes down to. When you're on the field, you can get tackled. I wanted to speak about this live today because I wanted to make it very clear that there are those of us who recognize the true hate that spews. But the one question that I still ponder on, that I've been trying to get my mind to wrap around is, why? I don't know you, you don't know me. We ain't never had no real bad nothing. What is it? What is it exactly? And after sitting down and pondering on this for years now, I have genuinely come to the conclusion, this entire ordeal that people hate online and people hate in real life is because they're not hating your success. What they're hating on is their lack thereof, in which it is they see that you glow and shine in. Respect.
Feet on gravel, wings in my jacket, yeah. Name's Michael. Watch me walk. I step out the sky in some scuffed up boots. Halo tucked low on the faded hood. Tattoo on my arm, say king of what, but I'm blessed every block that they praying I would. See halos and halos of smoke on the corner. Young ones gamble, they future for quarters. I'm part scripture, part shotgun warning, part quiet boy, part field sergeant in the morning. I talk peace, but I move like a storm. Country soul in the city reborn. Got angels posted on the tenement roof. Say the word once, they gon' circle the troop. Hey, I'm an angel in the brasses, walking like it's Sunday. Mud on my jeans, but I'm heaven on a Monday. Michael from the sticks, but I'm guarding every hallway. Country Papa Dane, king of war in the hallways, yeah. Got a Bible in my left, right hand full of scars. Turn pain into songs and the busted street stars. If the devil won't smoke, tell him meet me out front. I'm an Indian in the hood and I don't ever run. Gold cross swinging on a Walmart chain. Still shine bright when it dance in the rain. Grandma praying over cornfield rows. Now I'm praying over kids with their face down low. Say stand up son, you ain't built to fall. You a lion in a cage, not a name on a wall. I done wrestled with demons in motel mirrors, so your nightmares never get near you. Got a drawl in my talk, got a limp in my stride. Cause I carried every sin that I couldn't let die. But I lay that down when I walk your block like Lord load me up with love, not shy. I'm an angel in the project, walking like it's Sunday. Mud on my jeans, but I'm heaven on a Monday. Michael from the sticks, but I'm guarding every hallway. Country Papa Dane, king of war in the hallways, yeah. Got a Bible in my left, right hand full of scars. Turn pain into songs on a bunch of street stars. If the devil won't smoke, tell him meet me out front. I'm an angel in the hood and I don't ever run. I hear every siren like a church bell ringing. Every cracked window like the choir still singing. Ooh. If you ever feel alone when the night turn cold, just know there's boots on the ground and a hand on your soul. I'm an angel in the projects, walking like it's Sunday. But I'm heaven on a Monday. Michael from the sticks, but I'm guarding every hallway. Country Papa Dane, king of war in the hallways, yeah. Got a Bible in my left, right hand full of scars. Turn pain into songs on the busted street stars. If the devil won't smoke, tell him meet me out front. I'm an angel in the hood and I don't ever run.
Thank you for all you have given me. My mind has clarity. No judgment is still stand strong through the...
I'm super fresh, feeling in my humble abode. I'm so fly, I'm so high. I've been all around the past. Modern J one time. I feel good, I'm so air. I walk for days.